Alrighty, welcome back. And we just got passed by other traffic, so now the road is clear. We'll start heading on down. So thanks for coming along the ride for us as we enjoy a nice Land Rover related weekend with the Northern California Land Rover group. Beautiful scenery out here. Nice simple road in, easy stuff for these vehicles, and that's what you'd be waking up to every day. Well, I'll come back on as we start to drive down into the ranch property itself. This is going to be home, away from home for the next couple of days.
Michael here from Off-Road Experience with your daily driving tip we're going to start giving. Just because you put your turn signal on doesn't mean you can change lanes. What it is telling everybody you would like to. And you only change lanes when it's safe, okay? That's it for today. Bye-bye.
All right, we're back. We've got camp set up, getting ready to start a little dinner. But I thought I'd share with you who else has joined us. We've got Discovery 2 and a D90 down there. It's also a classic and several older series trucks. Got a couple of dogs and families out here enjoying it. Got a pretty heavily modified pickup over there and another classic. Another classic here. And a very nice Defender tucked in. Nice folks from San Diego. The truck's registered down there out of Baja. So very nice. We'll get ready now. A little bit later we'll have campfire in that grove. But this is the meadow area of Salmon Creek Ranch. Wonderful folks, great outing. And tomorrow we'll hit some trails. So for now, we'll sign off. We'll get our dinner ready. Well, good morning. Saturday morning at camp. We grew by more vehicles last night, but this is what the camp looks like. That's my setup there. And we got Enrique, the disco chef. He showed up too last night late with his daughter. Got a couple more trucks. Got a Range Rover, Discovery 1, the Disco 2 down there, several more Range Rovers. Got an older 109, two of them actually down there, a little bit further. That Defender came in late last night as well. That's the campfire area for tonight. Got a nice little grove. We can have a meeting and a fire. Right now everybody's just enjoying their morning coffee, getting ready to go out and enjoy a fun day. So we'll check back in later this morning. All right, we're at Salmon Creek Ranch. We're gonna go out on a little trail run here. At the top of this is a mercantile up there, and we're following a old 109 pickup truck up. So here we go. Our old truck up ahead. Let's see where he's going, give him a minute. Isn't that treehouse straight ahead? That's where he's going. this way. We'll see where this goes. Yesterday, this went up to the treehouse. We'll see what we got. There's plenty of poison oak up here, but this is beautiful country. Beautiful piece of property. We're very fortunate to have access to it. Piece of cake. Right now we're in second gear, 4 low. Just kind of eating it up. Hopefully we don't have anybody coming the other way here. Diego's behind us in his I think an LR3, doing just fine. Up here is the treehouse, which we'll see right here. Yep. Got a big pickup here. Hopefully these folks aren't going into the treehouse. I'm gonna pause it just for a sec here. All right, so we've made it up to where the tree fort is, or tree house. And Enrique and his daughter came up in their LR3, and these folks were kind enough to let us walk around while they're finishing up from the night. But this is a tree house up here, and it's pretty neat. Up in the trees. Got your little path. Looks like it's eagle's nest.
Okay. Jamming. Especially the.
I was like,
Yeah, maybe you and I ought to cross separately, right? Yeah, shake it while she's on there.
He's the one with the fear of heights.
All right, so we ascended a spiral staircase that feels like it should have been on a naval vessel somewhere. This is your view, and the bridge leading to the treehouse. Isn't that cool?
This is super awesome. Wow. And they rent them out, huh?
Yes.
Is only one on the property?
Yes. This is what it looks like. It's got plumbing, so you don't have to leave or sleepwalk. Don't sleepwalk.
Sleep, Clyde.
Yeah. But this is your view. Open to nature, shower open to nature. But nobody's gonna see you in there. Whatever you got planned. And that's your view. We just came up that road from the valley down there. Parked up here. All right. All right, we finished our tour of the tree house. Folks were kind enough to let us take a look around inside. Now we'll head up to the mercantile area at Salmon Creek Ranch. They sell some of the products they produce here. So if you want duck eggs or fresh beef or whatever, they got it here. Here we go. across, no big deal. Easy road. Coming out of that little meadow where we were in camp, and we're gonna pop out right up by the main property of the ranch. Here's some of the outbuildings here. And this little house up ahead on the left is the mercantile. So you can come up, it's an honor system. You just write down what you buy, leave your money there. It's a great way of doing business. We've got a couple of other Land Rovers that have already beat us up here. So we'll stop here now. The gentleman in the hat straight ahead is the property owner. And we'll take a look around now. Okay, I'm shutting off. We'll check back in. All right, Salmon Creek Ranch Mercantile. Little relaxation area. And lots of rovers. There's a rover doctor. Somebody's always got a hood up on a Land Rover working around here. Shall we go in and check it out?
Yeah.
All right.
So this is all.
All right. We're back in. Still descending. Had to shut off for a bit to get around some stuff. But we're about at the bottom. We'll eventually come in and reunite with a creek that should be coming up fairly quickly here. So far, it's just the two of us on this trail. It's perfect. Go out and enjoying it. The video is going to do justice to how beautiful it is down here and how lush. It's really nice. This next right turn will take us out. We've got our chase car back there. You can't really see it, but coming in behind us. This is another way. We could try that one this afternoon. That one gets pretty steep to climb out. That's a lot of fun, but that'll take us out. All these roads lead back up towards where the ranch is. Very soon, we'll get to the end of this branch of the trail. We're about out of it. Should be coming to a T-house section here pretty quick. same thing.
Go back to their place where they were born, right?
Yeah, they go back and spawn. Could have come in inland and worked their way up, or worked their way inland from the ocean. Well, this is our green laning for today. Probably a little lower than I need to be, but yeah, these trucks are just doing it just fine out here. This road should take us right back to camp here pretty quick. Down there, not much water right now. Ooh, that looks interesting. Not sure where that goes.
That trail that went off to the left, Dan?
All right, still motoring along this creekside trail, just absolutely beautiful out here. Here's the creek crossing. Might try that later. That goes to Salmon Creek Road, the boundary of the Salmon Creek Ranch property. It's an elevated platform for those of you that want to camp out here. And we're just coming into the meadow where we stayed last night. This is camp. So I hope you enjoyed that little exploration. We're back, and we'll see what's around the next corner in a minute. Thanks. All right, we're recording again.
Maybe.
Working our way up the hill. Let's see what's around the next corner. Remember, coming down, this was a tight turn up right to there. All right,
This
let's
was
go.
sick when it was muddy.
I bet.
It was thin.
All right, let the Land Rover go. Doesn't even slow it down.
Go, Rover, go.
I can't see the road.
I know, I just filmed your hood.
We're still filming.
Still going.
All right, coming up this in 4 low, second gear. No problems.
Can't videotape back there. It's gonna aim it down there, buddy. It's just bushes.
Okay, go a little left, correct? Yep.
Yep.
Better to make that when you can't see the road in front of you. Figure out we are now. Oh, that was easy peasy.
Back in the wintertime.
Yeah, you're right. What is that building out over to the right?
It's just a shelter
Okay, for the cattle to go into with
for the
weather?
goats.
Okay.
Yeah, the goats out here.
trucks get to the first gate, or the last gate. All right, we made it out.
Made it.
Thank you. All right, steep hill. Let's give it a shot. And apparently this is a steep ass hill. We're locked in 4 low, first gear.
And it's actually recording.
Perfect.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that is a steep.
Sorry.
Oh, this is a steep hill.
This is an old poop hill. I wish that you can tell from the video. It doesn't do justice.
This, by all accounts, is a steep hill.
Definitely.
Not bad though. Truck's navigating it just fine.
He stopped. He looks like he's stopped. Hold up, hold up. Rollover? Hold up.
Copy that.
Say rollover?
Yeah,
As in a car rolled over?
we'll see.
No. Is he the first one? Oh.
Where'd they go? Are they hurt? All right.
Here, take that.
All right, so here's the situation. We're stopped on what we're now calling Steep Ass Hill, and it is steep. This disc goes, or LR3 I think it is, set up to pull, and what we've got is a classic on its side down here. So the occupants are okay. But what we got to do is get this thing over, because we got 4 vehicles down in here. That the only way out, or easiest way out, is down. So what we'll do, or what we're planning on, running a winch line off this truck, running it around this tree, and then a cable back to this truck to bring it back over on its wheels, and then we'll kind of figure out from there. So that's a plan. Occupants are fine. Truck appears drivable. It was just kind of got up a little high-sided in on an embankment going downhill, and it just literally weight transfer popped the thing right over. So reminder, first gear, low range, no brakes, and ride it out, because that's what happened. Rode some, sounds like they rode a locked wheel skid into the berm that just caught the front left and popped the vehicle over. But occupants are fine, and we're going to try to get it over. We'll document it. Stay tuned. All right, we're back. We'll call this the classic recovery phase. There's our line off this tree. Then we'll run it down the hill. Problem is how we pull this thing over, what it's gonna land on. It looks like the front left might land on it.
How do you lock it? It's on the remote. Nana? Yes. Gloves? Yeah, here, let go of it for a second. Just press the bottom button.
So here we go.
Bring it in until the
See.
red goes in.
Looks like we still got some setting up to do, so I'll tune back in.
Go ahead, damn it.
Had to chalk the wheel. The back of the car was
Is there a rock? No. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Wait. Is the steering is the steering unlocked? No. It may be helpful to unlock your steering. Okay, tell him to hang on. That way the tire can move. It's pulling me. I don't think it's just. But you're good. You have plenty of room in front of you. I just can't see. Yeah, you.
all right. So we got another truck down there, and we're running a line off of that. And we've changed out how we're running the line off a tree off back to the disco. We got more help coming up the hill, so we'll see what happens next.
RC Recovery, Salmon Creek Ranch, June 2025.
Oh, looks good.
You're doing fine. You're not moving at all. I've been watching you, so you're good. Let's. I think it touched down to now.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this winch, and we're gonna try and just bring the front end around. And so if you turn hard passenger, if you even can, I doubt you can. If you can, I doubt you can.
Oh, so they're using the Range Rover's winch off the front to the tree. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, we're pulling you over. I'm gonna reset this front winch, so it's just gonna hold on that back winch. You good to hold it on the back winch?
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Nah, I just cut them off well. Cut them straight. Straight.
Now that we've unstuck it from the ground, is it worth trying to pull the car over?
Are you going to drive down a bit?
He's scared. Here's the tummies.
I'm just wondering if there's any chance you can start it up and drive it out of this holding tension against the winch.
Come up and get out of the way.
The only thing I'm using him for is when it goes really bad. It catches
Okay,
him.
all right. Because he said he didn't want to back down.
So I think what I'm going to do,
I don't think he
put
has
this
a
winch
choice.
down here.
Yeah, he's
and
getting kind of boxed in.
tension on it down low.
Suppose you might be able to come on.
Why don't you guys have the series come up and pinch to the bumper so you can pull it back in this way?
We're
Yeah.
not sure if that winch works though.
Well,
Lola, come. Lola, come.
All right. Well, we'll check back in momentarily.
I don't know if that winch. Have David just bump the winch
I think
down.
it's like safety precaution.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep letting out on David.
So we got the series truck out of the way,
You could make a whole
and now we're
movie
using the
about
two
it.
winches in tandem to try to realign this thing back on the road.
And you got him in the, or the one in the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to not be opening.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep letting this one out. Okay, keep
Poor-
creeping
poor
down.
A little bit?
Is that like a good peanut gallery?
Yeah.
Welcome to NCR.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
For you, it's on my pants.
We've all got videos out. We're all got cameras out.
Start that
I
bitch
know.
up and
The
drive it
second
out.
that we got out, it was him, me, and the other the candidate. We were all just like, yep, it's time to document.
Hey, Rudy.
Yes,
Because as mad as they are, they want to see it after.
Rudy, keep an eye on the Disco Chef.
I know that.
Watch it, because he's gonna get to the red line at the end of the.
Little more.
Hey, Rudy, how about is he out on the red line already? Red Hope.
Union Tea break.
He's gonna pull the.
Oh, no. I'm getting my line.
I said, look at the car I was in. Oh no.
Yeah. But which one were you in, Julie?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it
that
will
one.
be.
Oh,
So
good.
the next
yeah.
one up.
Actually, no, it probably
Do you have
didn't.
any more?
Probably really needs some nut.
Okay, can David not see my hand signal?
We can't see you, or I
Yeah,
can't
that's
well
his
enough.
voice.
I know I can see your hand, but I can't.
Whack.
Can you Okay, yeah, okay. 4, a little bit more bump.
Full speed ahead.
Yeah, just ride it out.
We're almost there, guys.
Yeah, you'll be all
Don't
right.
hit the brake. Oh, I see what you're
Keep going, I'll tell you something.
bent down.
Look at
Tyler,
that.
get out of the way.
Look at that.
You are in the wrong place right now.
Somebody get a picture of the
Look at that Range Rover.
stretch.
Look at that Range Rover rear wheel articulation. Beat that.
Yeah, we're trying to get it.
Keep it going.
Just go till he runs out.
I like you're making like a marketing campaign.
Oh man, we're losing all kinds of fuel.
Brakes working.
What's coming out of there? There's some kind of fluid.
Oh, it's just dust.
Or is it dirt on
That's just
underneath?
dirt.
Okay. I thought
Look
I
at that
saw.
articulation. Jesus, I didn't know the car could do that.
Well,
That's what Range Rovers are famous for. One thing they're famous for. That's why they have such good traction.
The traction wasn't there for me.
Why don't you drive the car forward if you're out of winch?
Yes.
We are probably out of winch.
So drive forward.
Well,
If you
that's
have
pretty
some-
difficult.
Not a lot of
cool.
Dream on.
There's a lot of opinions on it. Yes. Yeah, just drive forward and.
No, I know. There's a lot of personality
Yeah.
on Expedition.
Or we just get cut, Nate.
Well, he doesn't like
All right.
All right, so we move
worry
the
about the wax job and everything.
We can undo this.
move the other vehicle down slightly to bring it down.
Spent like 3 or 4 hours waxing it. That was his stupid fault. The car was
I think we got it down.
If it's his car, he wants to detail it. Yeah, exactly. Like you know you're gonna.
Get pinstripes and dog sticks.
Well, the whole point is so it doesn't as much. And, like, I try and wash my cars before the trip. That way it's easier to get the mud off afterwards. Also, like if people are taking photos, I prefer to wash it, but not wax it. Wax it.
We got it.
Well done.
Just give it a good shove down the hill.
just send it. Just.
Hey, wait a second. I need to move mine.
Oh. Let the car decide.
Is it full coverage?
Well, we're upright. We've got weight on the vehicle, slack in the winch line. We had to move the winching vehicle forward about 3 feet right on the abyss because we were running out of line. But I think we got it. We'll pause and come back.
Oh, we did it?
That's crazy.
Have you guys tried flipping the inertia switch?
Oh shit. Well, we're rolling.
Into what though?
But wait a minute, now we're back relying upon brakes versus
Yeah.
there's no engine compression. Well,
I don't know how much, but
it's down the hill. Well, it's gone. All right. Well, who knows where it went, but it's upright and rolling.
up there in the back.
Hey, it's Dan. On behalf of Mike Green at West Coast British in Livermore and offroadexperience.com, we made it back out of the woods. We're back at camp. The videographer is Disco Chef, driving the LR3 here. We got back with the Disco 2. That was a hair-raising experience, but everybody got out safe. We got the classic right over here that these gentlemen are talking about. They're doing an assessment, group assessment now. But again, kind of a young driver that was driving it, and really a reminder to get your instruction offroadexperience.com so you can navigate some of these trails that are out here. We're having a blast. We're calling it for the rest of the day, so we're enjoying some refreshment. Again, like, subscribe on behalf of West Coast British, offroadexperience.com. Hope to see you on the trails soon. Take care.
This is one of the most important badges in the world in many people's lives, is Land Rover. A 16th of the world. The first vehicle they ever saw was a Land Rover. Why? Because it was the only vehicle that was blazing trails around the globe. Even that four-lettered vehicle didn't go where these went, nor did it have the durability. take a walk around this. You can see this is a short wheelbase, 88 inch. The original vehicles in 1948 were only 80 inch wheelbase, similar to a Jeep. Later 86 inch, and then 88. And it stayed this way until they built the Defender 90, but that is not 90 inches. That's the trick of the equation. As you can see, this is a rag top. It had a hard top on it originally, which we still have. But it was a tailgate vehicle with a flap on the back, since new. But as you can see, this thing is an absolute spotless condition. We restored it completely, ground up. Everything was stripped, polished, plated, repainted, powder coated, etc. This is a special plaque. If you read the top of it, it says the Rover Motor Company of North America Limited. And the coolest thing ever is it was my father that designed this and wrote the text on it, as you can see. My dad had joined Rover Motor Company in 1960 in South San Francisco, California, and he became the service manager and later the product development engineer. So he was doing all the development work for vehicles coming into the United States, which down the road would include all the British Leyland vehicles, Tramps, MGs, Jaguars, so on. So at age 2, I was riding in every conceivable Land Rover that you could think of. This one here, as you can see, this is a Mark III heater unit called a Kodiak. This was designed by Roger Taylor of Rover Motor Company of Canada in the earlier 60s. And Roger's still alive to this day. He's down in Los Angeles right now. So if he watches this, hi Roger. This particular Land Rover started life as a left-hand drive United States market vehicle, and it came through San Francisco as port of entry. It spent most of its life, believe it or not, on a ranch in Livermore, California, where we are located. This is the 2.25 liter petrol engine. It has a non-standard carburetor on it. As you can see, it has a brand new Lucas wiring harness. Everybody makes fun of Lucas, but you shouldn't. The space shuttle had all Lucas electrics in it, believe it or not. That was why Lucas was bought out some years ago by Federal Mogul. They thought they would get an edge on everyone, but I think it bit them in the ass. Anyway, we took this to Danville d'Elegance a few years ago in Danville, which is an event for Parkinson's. And sadly, my father and a number of his friends died of that terrible disease. And we bring vehicles down to show what he did. And this one, as you can see, is absolutely spotless. It has 93 miles on it since I built it. And when it was at Danville, it won Best Land Rover of the Day with a 100 point out of 100 points.